There. Scotty, you're not. I'm going to do these day by day. So, yesterday I did the top 10 80s horror movies. I should say revised, but whatever. I put a new thumbnail. It's a new list. You guys know this. So now I do the 90s. So, I messed up. I looked at my list. I'm like, oh, Dracula 2000 is not on the list. I gotta find a way to put it on the list. So I scribbled one out, put another one up further, and put another one back further, and then wrote down Dracula 2000. Then I went to grab it, and I realized, yeah, this came out in 2000. Duh. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to think because, Blues Brothers 2000 came out in 1998, so it's a little bit hard for me, but, there it is. So now we have my top 10 horror movies of the 1990s. Top 10 90s horror movie films. So coming at number 10. Oh, my original list. This is my original list. Okay, ready? Cape Fear. Army of Darkness. Again, that's before no sequels. Candyman. Okay, let me go start again. Number 10 was Cape Fear. Number 9 was Army of Darkness. Number 8 was Candyman. Number 7 was Leprechaun. Number 6 was 7. I did it again! Number 5 was I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number 4 is Urban Legend. Number 3, The Faculty. Number 2, Halloween 6, The Producer's Cut. That was after I saw it and I was up that movie's butt. I still love that cut of the movie. It's the best version of that movie. Anyone else tell you different, but, And number 1 was Scream. God, I can't. Because I like 7 more than that one. It just doesn't work out, does it? Alright. So number 10. Cemetery Man. I love this movie. The ending it's one of those, kind of endings that leaves you kind of wondering what the hell's going on. What the hell's going on? But it's about this guy he works at a cemetery, and every night the dead reanimates him. He's got to take care of him every night with his assistant Miyagi. And so he then falls in love with this woman whose husband has recently died. And so they begin sort of romance. Then things go wrong, and he ends up seeing this woman in 3 different variations. And each time keeps going more wrong. It's a nice, fun horror comedy. Rupert Everett, fantastic. He's Mr. Claw in Inspector Gadget, which I will get to. Don't worry about that, but yeah. The Claw. Just Claw. Number 9. Idle Hands. Or The Devil's Playground. Yeah. I've seen this twice, and I love this movie. Look at me, I'm Leatherface. So, we don't know what this movie is. Devon Sawa plays this kid whose hands get possessed, and kills his parents. And then Vivica Fox shows up as this demon hunter trying to track down and kill the demon. But then it's one of his hands. It's only one of his hands. He cuts off his hand, the hand gets out. His 2 friends are dead, they're zombies, they gotta help him. I don't want to spoil too much, but Jessica Alba's in here. She was only 17 when they filmed, I think, so it was kind of weird, but this is a fun movie. Fun. It's got stoner elements, so if you're a fan of stoner comedies, that's that. Number 8 is I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original one, not the new one, which would make sense because it didn't come out in the 90s, but in the wave of Scream, a bunch of copycats came out. This was the first. And it's decent. I'm one of those. I just did a revisited for all 3 of these movies, and then a review for the new one. But I'm one of those who is a fan of the second one over the first one. I love the second one. I'm sorry, people get annoyed by Jack Black. Even the guys from Scream movie. Oh, I hate that motherfucker. No, I love. Oh, it's all good. Believe me, it is. I got the cream jeans. I still don't know what that means. I'm sorry. And I look. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm fucking horny. And personally, I've seen one goddamn psycho killer. I enjoyed the second one more than the first one, but I'm quoting the wrong movie I'm talking about. I do like the first one, all things considered. Rewatching it, I do like it. It's far better than the third one and the new one, but I like it. But the characters are kind of insufferable in that movie. I said this. It's very much a drab film. How they try to make Jennifer Love Hewitt look less attractive. It don't work. But yeah, try to make her frumpy. Try to do her makeup so she looks like her mother says, "Death run over." No, she's gorgeous. And they just make everything all, you know, like, and everyone is like terrible to each other because they went through this whole deal. What, you know, it's one of the things I liked about the new one is that they're still the same people even a year later. They're just, there's not much trauma in that. They're so stupid 20 somethings, but yeah. Number 7. Helen, be my victim. Rest in peace to Tony Todd. You were still with us when I did this video before, and in my other video I made a point of saying I had the one with the eyeball cover, but now I have this one as the cover. I like to switch them up every once in a while. So yeah, no. Just what can I say? Tony Todd's presence in these movies, even the bad ones, he's still good in them, which is why I didn't care for the new one. Don't get me wrong, it's a good movie, but I felt that movie was severely lacking on the Tony Todd. And I get he's older now. The weird de-aging shot they showed at the end was kind of a kind of situation, but I don't know. I didn't like what they were trying to say about it, because it's like, oh, he's not the Candyman, he's a Candyman, and like anyone who's a victim can become the Candyman, because they took the ending of the original and decided to run with that in a whole different direction. Like, oh wait, Helen became the Candyman at the end, so anyone can become the Candyman. That's not what that movie was saying at all, but let's just go with that. This is a bona fide classic. I'll tell you that much. Number 6. So here's why I said I did it again. In my original, I berated myself because I didn't pick 7 and put it at number 7. So this time I said, no matter what, I'm going to do it. Well, I like 7 more than Candyman. So it's number 6. What's in the box? And yes, it is a horror movie. It's a horror thriller. It's got gruesome gore. You know, it's a horror movie. Okay, this is probably my favorite David Fincher film. What other Fincher film have I seen? Fight Club. Fight Club is good. Alien 3. Get away. Oh, you need to go over here. But yeah, Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey, who's not credited. I said that in one. He's not credited in here at all. You got Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. It says 7, and it says Gwyneth Paltrow and John C. McGinley, who's like a minor role in this movie, I think. But he's credited because they can't credit William H. Macy? Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, right. William H. Macy was in the Psycho remake. It was one of the best things about that remake. That's not on this list. But, yeah, 7. Number 5. Don't tell me. Don't tell me you don't believe in vampires. Because I don't believe in vampires. And what I saw was fucking vampires. From Dusk Till Dawn. Just... How many times does Cheech say, "Pussy, every pussy, stinky pussy, pussy"? Just like you could tell this was written by Tarantino. I mean, he gets a foot in his mouth, so you knew he wrote it. You knew he wrote that scene just for him. And this is one of those movies where the first half makes you feel kind of dirty, but then you get to the reveal of the vampires, and that's where it's like, yeah, baby. That Tom Savini, I think he did the make effects on this too, didn't he? Oh, Greg Nicotero did it? K&B did the effects. Yet Tom Savini was in the movie, but he didn't do the effects. He's friends with them, I guess, but yeah. You even have like Fred Williamson and Juliette Lewis, Harvey Keitel. He's credited as top billing. And George Clooney, John Hawkes at the beginning of this, and it's the whole thing. Fantastic. Well, I should mention that original list, Candyman was number 8, and 7 was 6. I don't see this number was number 5, which means it went up on this list because I think I like it less. And we haven't gotten to any of them. So with this one, number 4 is The Faculty. It was number 3 before. Don't get me wrong, I still like this movie, but it's number 4 now. What can I say about this movie? It's an alien invasion story told through the lens of the 90s. So it's not like something like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It's very, held back and very, people are talking normal. This is the 90s lens, a post-Scream 90s lens. That's another one, came out after Scream, that just sort of went in their way. Kevin Williamson, I think, wrote this script. Yep, screenplay, Kevin Williamson. Directed by Robert Rodriguez. That's 2 Robert Rodriguez movies in a row. I did not realize that. But anyway. Yeah, Josh Hartnett and his bad haircut that he keeps for Halloween H2O. Robert Patrick is in this. Shooter McGavin is in this. Yeah. Usher, despite being on the cover, is... I think, if I remember reading right before, a bunch of his scenes were cut. So, looks like he's supposed to be one of the main characters, but he's not. He gets snatched. And, yeah, he's not. He's better than anything. He's more antagonist, even when he's human, than here. Right? Number 3 is the new addition to this list. It is. Peter Jackson's The Frighteners. And if you don't know this movie, Michael J. Fox plays Frank, who can speak to ghosts. And he's been using it for years as a scam to make money. I thought about this before. This is kind of like the movie You Lucky Dog with Kirk Cameron, where it's the same thing, only he used to speak to dogs when he was a kid, and then he couldn't later, but then he gets his power back with Lucky. But here, he could always do it. He just used it to exploit and make money off of people. Well, this heralds the return of Johnny Bartlett, a serial killer from back in the 60s, or 50s, 50s. Yeah, he never stopped killing, so now Frank's got to try to stop him. There's a character named the Colonel or something. He kept calling him Doc for some reason. The General, I think it is. I don't know. He kept calling him Doc. Doc, there it is. There's again. Doc. But yeah. All right. Number 2 is Urban Legend. This has gone up for me in recent years. Really. Another one of those movies that tried to copy off Scream's success. Only this one's not horror movies, it's urban legends. And if you watch this movie with that in mind, you see a lot of Scream in it. There's a scene where they sit around talking about some urban legends. Oh, is that the one with the blah, blah, blah? They talk about it, where in Scream you talk about horror movies, it's urban legends in this one. So it's Yeah. And again, it has the impressionable young casts. Impressionable. It has a young cast. You have Alicia Witt, Rebecca Gayheart, Joshua Jackson, Loretta Devine, Tara Reid, Michael Rosenbaum, Robert Englund, and Jared Leto, who will deny ever being in this movie. But you could just show him this. Hey, that's you, dude. I was never in a movie called Urban Legend. That's you. Right there, Mr. Tron. Right there. Ares, Mr. Ares. That's him. So, you're in the movie. But yeah. But number one, I already know. Oh, wait. We had honorable mentions. You drink first. So before we get to number one, it's juice. It's just juice. That's all it is. Shove the can thing in. I don't want it to stain my table. There we go. Well, I got this. I might as well blow my schnuzzy. All right. So honorable mentions. We have House on Haunted Hill, the Night of the Living Dead 1990 remake, which I think is better than the original. Cube. Disturbing Behavior, another one of those post-Scream movies. Darkman, I consider it horror, okay? Darkman. Dario Argento's Trauma. I like this movie, okay? I like it. I think it's a fun movie. And then, look, I love this movie unapologetically, right? You have John Hurt in a time machine traveling all the way back to the Victorian era and meeting Victor Frankenstein. That's right. Frankenstein Unbound. Murder. I love this movie, dude. I'm sorry. I do. It's nuts. And Raul Julia. Yes, it's a timepiece. Yeah. It's a timepiece. So anyway, number one. You know what number one is. You already knew when you started this video. You're like, let's see what the rest of this list is. And no surprise, it is that this is the first of the list where I could say it's state my number one. And that is Scream. Enough said. Seriously, do I need to say more? Scream. This is a movie that when I was 11 years old in 1998, it was on Stars, that I watched with my mom. And I was blown away by this. This was one of the first horror movies. I should do a list of top 10 horror movies that are important to me. You know what I mean? I think you know what the top 3 would be. They have importance to me, what I grew up with. This, and Child's Play, and one more, which I won't say because I do the list, I don't want to spoil it. But like, yeah, there's a few horror movies. I should do that. But and tell the stories of how, But yeah, and ever since then, I've been a fan of this. I didn't watch the sequels till later in my life. I think I was an adult. I think I was. 4 wasn't out yet. Because 4 came out in 2010. And this was before I moved out, I think. Or a little bit after I moved out, I watched them. It was before. I think because 4 was coming out, I wanted to watch the other 2. I don't think I grew up with the other 2. Just the first one. But anyways. Yeah. What's your favorite scary movie? And here's a little tidbit. My son is going as Ghostface for Halloween this year. And I was Ghostface one year. Not for Halloween, but it was a Halloween party. It had to be 06 or 07. We had a Halloween party and had to be 05 or 04, actually. because it was before bad things happened. This was '05 or '04, and we had a Halloween party in the garage, and I went as Ghostface, but it was not the regular Ghostface. It was the Ghostface from Scary Movie because he went and had his tongue out, but it was like, yeah, wasn't like it was, but yeah, I love Scream. So, what are your thoughts on this list? What is your top 10 '90s horror movies? Leave a comment so much, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.